Hey everyone, how's it going? Happy New Year. Hope you all had a great holidays and Christmas as it is now 2024. Wish you guys all the best to come in 2024. And without further ado, let's get into today's episode. Welcome to episode 82 of the Maritime Hockey Podcast. And in this one, we're going to be talking about the unfortunate upset of Team Canada in the World Juniors, losing to Czechia with 11 seconds left in the third period. Definitely a heartbreaker for Canadian fans, and yeah, especially Canada worked really hard in this game, though. You do have to give them credit. They were down 2-0 and came back to tie it 2-2, and then just an unfortunate play with 11 seconds left to lose it like that is definitely a heartbreaker. But these are just young men, you know. These are young men that have a lot of pressure on them at the world stage, you know. A whole country's counting on them, and that's a lot of pressure as a young kid, and you know, you definitely get a lot of nerves and all that. But they definitely tried their best. Now, of course, you could say this Canada team wasn't the best as years passed. Of course, there wasn't really much star power on Canada this year like years past. Of course, the noticeable player Macklin Celebrini, the projected first overall pick in this upcoming NHL draft. But you look at last year's team, there was so much star power there with Bedard, Korchinski, Dylan Gunther, all those great players. Um, Made them a fantastic team, right? And I'm not saying Canada didn't have a good team. They did have a good team. Just compared to years past, it wasn't what we're used to expecting. Now, obviously, it could have been a bit different if the NHL teams would have released the eligible players that were eligible to return. But we already knew that most likely wasn't going to happen. But of course, the eligible players in the NHL right now that could have been eligible to come back to this tournament this year are, of course, Connor Bedard, Adam Fantilli, Kevin Korchinski, and guys like that. Now, you would have to think if Bedard and Fantilli, Shane Wright, all those guys, Korchinski came back, this would be an amazing team. And maybe the story would have been different. But regardless to say, I'm not saying that Canada didn't try or anything like that. They definitely gave it their all. They had a good tournament, you know, especially goaltender Mathis Rousseau. I know a lot of people been giving him shit and talking shit about him, saying, "Oh, he's not that good with screens." Well, yeah, that's all goalies though. If a goalie gets screened, they're not gonna see the puck. And some people can say, "Well, some goalies do stop screens." Yeah, but not that much. If you have a tall dude in front of your net and he's blocking your vision, 90% of the time the puck's going to end up in the net. And obviously, Rousseau made some fantastic, insane saves in this tournament, you know. They played him in all the games for a reason. He could have been a bit tired, maybe, because they played him in all the games. But, you know, people were just bashing on the kid, like saying he sucks and all that, when he's got the best save percentage in the QMJHL right now. He leads the Q in save percentage, and he's just a really good goalie. Plays for the Halifax Mooseheads in the Q, and I can tell you he's definitely a great goalie, and no one should be bashing him like people are like, you can't do nothing about getting screened. Yes, that's the defense's job to make sure those players aren't in front of your goalie and not screening him so that the goalie can see the puck. But regardless, Russo played a fantastic tournament. Macklin Celebrini, of course, he did what was expected from him. All ever guys that did good: Connor Geeky, Matt Savoy, however you want to say it. And just ever guys like that, they really did give it their all. That's all I gotta say. And there's always next year, There always is next year. And, of course, the U.S. are still in the tournament, but, you gotta think if the U.S. gets eliminated and put out too, don't you think it'd be nice to see a new country win too that haven't really won gold in a while? Because if we look back at years past, it's usually always Canada or the U.S. that win gold. I think it'd be nice to see a new country win it for once that haven't won it in a while. Of course, I'm Canadian and I would have loved to see Canada win it, but it would always be nice to see a new country win it too, that haven't won it in a while. Because, come on now, let's be honest, if it was just Canada and USA that would always win, no one would want to watch the World Juniors. It would just get boring. Because we would all know who would win. Oh, it's either going to be Canada or it's going to be USA. It would just be a broken record of repeats. So, Canada gave it their all, and for those of you that are bashing them and saying, oh, they could have done better. Yes, they could have, but they gave it their all. Like I said, these are young men that have a lot of pressure on them at the world stage. But just be proud of them for representing our country and really giving it their all that they could. They really did try their best. And like I said, there's always next year. And speaking of the heartbreak 11 seconds, we'll just see the clip here. It was an unfortunate play, unfortunately. But here it is.
And now Stützle shot scores! Stützle with a shot that deflected by Rousseau. And with 11 seconds to go in the third, the Czechs have retaken the lead. Stützle opened the score, and he might just have closed it as well.
It's going to be the go-ahead goal for Stützle. This one's going far side of the net. Hits off Falk's foot, off the post, and in. It was a long shift, a late change. Canada back up a little bit, and off the stick of Falk. Absolutely nothing you can do with that. And
so as you see there, unfortunately, the puck goes off of Oliver Bonk's stick, and Russo sort of slid over and the puck went in, but like the announcer said, nothing you can really do about that. That's just unfortunate bad luck, and things happen like that, and it's unfortunate, but that's just how it goes sometimes. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode though, guys. To Team Canada, you guys made us proud. You guys had a good effort, and you really did give it your all. You guys came back. You almost went into overtime with them. And, yeah, definitely be proud of your effort, and be proud that you got to represent your country, because putting on that Canadian jersey is a huge honor for sure. So, all of Team Canada should be proud that they got the opportunity to represent their country. I know it didn't end in the way they wanted it to, but still be proud of representing your country in that Canadian jersey. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this one. And I'll see you guys in the next video.